Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be exploring the Nether. In our last one, we made it all the way up to the Nether, but we just never went to the portal. So this time we're actually going to go in to the portal. And yeah, by the way, in creative mode you can actually break Nether portals. I just not figured that out. Like I never knew that, by the way. But yeah, we're going to explore the Nether this time. Yes, we're going to be looking for Bastion, and like, let's go ahead and get into it. But yeah, like, I can't believe I can do that. That's like actually so cool. So yes, we're just gonna explore some bastions, see if we can find some fortresses, and just all the basic stuff, and try not to die. Nether seems to be the place where a whole bunch of people die the most, but since we're in hardcore mode in that world, we just cannot die. So yeah, speaking of which, let's go ahead and hop into the world. Are you guys ready? Because I'm ready. Let's go in. This is where we left off last time. I don't know if you guys know, but this is our spawn of Assault Delta. I'm actually going to go ahead and explore a tiny bit. Getting this gold here is going to be very important to trade with piglins. And also, shoot, I seem to have forgotten a gold helmet. Gold helmets are really important because they allow you to like be able to trade with piglins and stuff, and they won't kill us if we see us. The gold is basically like their kind of drip. So here I'm just want to like decorate my portal just a tiny bit. Man, it'll look nice and fancy. I'm probably never gonna come through this portal again, but heck, it's better to for it to look good rather than to have it not look good. Go ahead and get rid of this. Let's see what kind of symmetrical a little bit. Now I want it here. How about like one block up, yeah. And then that's like it's facing down. Here we can have it like around the back. Yeah, let's go ahead and cover the top layer as well since we're up here. Okay, just add like a little slab. Nice. Sure, get these little needed 2 blocks right here. Boom. Now it looks like the pool kind of steep. Oh, it's forgetting something. It needs a little top layer. Boom. Alright. So, we are sure going to go back through because we forgot a lot of things. So, first of all, we are going to need more supplies to make another nether portal. So, let's go ahead and get all the supplies we need. Even though it's a sped up video, I don't think that gives me the right to like not be able to say anything. So here I just like made a gold helmet. That way the piglins won't attack me and stuff. Also, I'm just like packing up a whole bunch of my gear, that way I don't have to like carry too much. I'm trying to put a whole bunch of stuff and like really like take well advantage of the having a bundle. So here I scan my enchants and there's just nothing really too good. But here I'm stuck in this little predicament because I just can't get enchant out this. Protection or fire protection? I go for protection because I felt like that's a little bit better than fire. Even though we're going to another, I feel like that's gonna save me a shot from a piglin. A gold helmet's basically the exact same armor protection of iron, so it's basically saying prot 1 on iron. So that serves me good for a little bit, so I believe that would protect me. Here I also got a spare shield because mine's absolutely totaled. And I was at this mode that I realized time to go. But then, wait a second, I want to spare another portal. So I come back. Guess what I do? I start getting back to work on making myself a little spare nether portal. So here I am, mining more obby. Mining even more. Do you think I'm done? Nope. I need 10 pieces, and I mined 3. Now it's 5. Now it's 6. And here I'm starting to wonder why I didn't mine all this obsidian in the past before. And then I realized I'm just officially just not that smart. So here I am just like sitting here mining obsidian. By the way, quick update. I actually posted a video yesterday, so today actually. This video is probably going to get released tomorrow, which will be on July the 5th. Nope. January 4th. Not July the 5th. I don't know what that is. January 4th. That's where you'll be seeing this video. Most likely. If not a little bit later, but this video comes out on January the 4th. I'm doing all my recordings right now because I'm so good. Anyway, so by the way, I do like enjoy reading people's comments. So if you do like feel like you guys can comment on this little video here. I'm just going to bridge across so fast. I do remember hearing somewhere in a YouTube short that bridging diagonal gives you a better chance at finding a nether fortress or a bastion. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back and speed all this stuff for you guys because it's going to take a while. And I'd rather you guys not just So after a long last, I finally found the bastion. I was pretty thrilled, and I already started crafting a whole bunch of gold. I wanted to make sure that I could get the best traits possible with all these piglins. And by having a whole bunch of gold, I felt like that would be a pretty good start. I dug through a wall for a little bit, that way I can see if I can get some blocks before raiding it. And immediately made myself a friend. I gave him a little gold block to ask him how his day was going. And he was the kindest little thing. He gave me a fire red spot. And like I was like really thrilled. A fire red spot in Nether, that's like tipping a homeless person like a gold coin. And then he gave me arrows. This guy has legitimately been like the kindest little man ever. Then gave me some blocks, which I immediately stored. I then realized that I should probably like go in there. So after taking the side, that now would be the time to enter. I decided that I had no idea what I'm doing here at all. I was like very bad at raiding bastions. And I was never really good at speedrunning. You can check out some of my other videos. I was not good at speedrunning. But here is like where I was like thriving. I wanted to see where a little room was, and I eventually found this little staircase on here. And I immediately just kept on exploring around. And this was when my first problem struck. I couldn't locate a single chest besides the chest in the middle. I also didn't even know how to get down there. The only piglins, by the way, also was the piglins that were zombified or the brutes that were too scared of the zombified piglins. I checked the ceiling right quick before I made my jump. Then dug into this wall real quick. Praying that piglins don't really care what you do to their blocks. I then find a block of gold down here. And I really want to reach it, but I don't want to make all the other piglins angry. But I was like, you know what? You can buy piglins happiness. I then threw them an entire like half stack of gold and immediately crafted into more ingots. Which I then gave to this piglin. To distract you even more. I got done getting a whole bunch of trash from these guys, including a happy ghast. Then got this little soul sweet book, which I thought was pretty cool. These here was something I was just never able to check out because piglins stole immediately. I saw this whole brute here and I knew for sure this guy was going to be after me, so I bridged up a ton. I then immediately got love attached by him. He was an incredibly kind person. And yeah, it was here. I then realized that brutes, no matter how friendly you are, don't really care if you give him gold or not, because this one just did not want to respond. I then saw more gold over here, and had the bright idea, hey, why not just mine this piece? Completely ignoring the two big ones right there. Immediately get hit here, but I'm able to make use of both of them. Or that's what I thought. I then grinded 5 red spots for a little bit. Where everything went bad. So after just barely saving myself from the skin of my teeth, I still use this little lava pool here and the fire red spot to be able to get back up. All the piglins were like chill with me now, and I was very thankful for that. They have officially like got over being mad at me. That little thing there, that little incident almost ruined my entire run just because I mined a gold block to trade with them. I saw a whole bunch of blocks and crying obsidian down there. After scanning to see if there was any fire res, there wasn't any. I jumped on it immediately and bridged up. I then found a looting 2 sword that would be useful for about everything. And I then found this little pickaxe here that was full durability. I immediately started looking for my anvil. After finding my anvil, being the intelligent person I am, pulled it out and combined both pickaxes. Got efficiency 2 out of that. And immediately got the supplies that I wanted back. And then spent all this time here looting this nether bastion and basically just did the job like I had no idea what I was doing. So fire res here, and I wanted another one since I wasted it. Then decided that my doors weren't that useful and helped to keep it. I then looked around in this little thing here, and nothing it had was useful to me, aka no fire res spots. These piglins totally drained all my gold that I had, that I mined. And I was, guess what? Still absolutely totaled after having no, and I mean no luck with any progress with getting 100, no, not 100, 1,024 pieces of gold. Had no luck with that. However, I did find this little piglin here standing on a gold block showing off his extreme wealth. Knowing I was protected by the thing around these zombified piglins. These guys weren't gonna mess with me as long as I have my little zombified piglin buddies. And of course, I was correct. I then wanted to find the main room that had roughly around 2 chests in it, but I just couldn't. I then remembered the most important thing I could find in this place was not only gold, but also a netherite smithing template. By getting a netherite smithing template, I would be able to get netherite, but I would require a ton of diamonds in order to keep it going. But having this narrow smithing template, I could add a piece of netherite, a piece of my armor, and then the smithing templates, and allow easy, and I mean easy netherite armor. I would have to save this smithing template and use it a total of 7 times, which would mean I'll need 28 pieces of netherite or ancient debris, which will then translate to also 28. After dealing with another pig fiasco, I then decide that I was getting tired of this stupid bastion. It cost me a ton already, and without getting more of these little piggies mad at me, I decided to just lava bucket the last one, which was then where I found my first double chest. And it had my smithing template. I was absolutely thrilled on not only to have my smithing template, but also the best heal in the game, 12 of them. Golden carrots. The only thing that I was able to get the closest to a full saturation bar. These golden carrots will extremely help me in my goal to reach it to 24 days and have my kid. By the way, we are doing great on that goal. So far, we only already recorded a whole bunch of this time already. So far, in this challenge, and this up to this video alone, we haven't even broke double digits yet. We haven't even broke it to 8 hours. We haven't even broke it to 7 hours. We're in the 5-hour range, including tomorrow's video. That I promise, tomorrow's video will be something y'all will enjoy. So, as I sit around waiting for something interesting to happen, I just fall as these little piglins are just training, and what they're training is, to be fair, not really the greatest thing at all. To say the most, it was not the greatest. As you can see here, I don't understand what I did besides break gilded blackstone, but that's all I can think of, and I can't understand why they're so mad at me because of that. I then make my way up here, which was where I found absolutely nothing. Yes. By the way, can someone in the comments, actually comment on what kind of bastion this is, because it is terrible, and I would like to know which bastion it is, that way I never come back to it. This bastion was absolutely terrible. Besides having my netherite my smithing template, which I'm thankful for, it was just absolutely like horrendous. I mean, like, sure, I had to do parkour everywhere. I can practice my parkour, but I'm here to win. I'm here to complete this challenge. I don't want to just sit here and waste all my time. Of course, here was the part where I was like, it's time to bridge. And as I began bridging, nothing happened again. So far, this was like pretty boring in this little bastion here. But I continued exploring. I did not want to lose hope yet. Made it to this room. So here I decided to get tiny more blocks. You never had too much blocks, especially when you're in a bastion. And at this point I realized I have never went through this whole hallway before yet. I haven't even been up here. So as I was filling up, I found this whole hallway here that went all the way down to nothing. Then found another hallway that had yellow blackstone under it, which I apparently angered a whole bunch of piglin and was immediately getting attacked. After surviving another near-death encounter, I think it was safe to say I was ready to get out of here. I had basically everything I came for. I had a tiny bit of pearls, which was useless, but I nearly already exhausted all my fire res, which I was not too happy about. I then kept on trying to search for where these stupid pigs were, but I just never could. Felt like they were going to jump me at every turn. And I just was ready to bring the fight to them. I then realized that this was brick, and immediately just started digging. Couldn't see what was going on or anything. I didn't have my low fire resource pack on, so I just couldn't find anything or see anything. So then I went up all the way to the top, and that's where I found the thing I was waiting for, the chest room. Immediately made my way up, checked for piggies. With the zombified piglins, had the perfect cover for me. After getting my first piece of ancient debris, I was stoked. Soul Seed 3 was pretty good too, but there was really nothing of use. I guess if it really came to it, if I was in Soul Sand Valley and was about to die, I could just spawn one of those and just zoom out of there. I decided since I already have pork chops, so I might as well just grab that. But I just couldn't find anything of use again. So, decided, yeah, nothing of use is in there. But then I made my way over to this side, where I found a little bit of bait here that I can throw to see if there's any pigs in the area, but there's only a baby pig. I not want to like sacrifice a piece of gold to a baby because I would have got nothing out of it in return. Then found another pieces of golden apple plus a band of octopods, 5 sword, which I'm gonna give you guys a little hint. It's a little hint for my next video that's going to come out tomorrow. If you are lucky, there will be 2 videos that are uploaded tomorrow. Anyway, so as I'm making my way over to every single one of these places, I fall into this little hole and get decently low, but practically fine. I then also start digging around trying to see where all these pigs are, but I just see nothing. It sounded like an entire lot of pigs was all around me, but I just couldn't see anyone, so I decided to blow up a bed. I ran a fire rest and blew it up. I then realized that this is where all the piggies were hiding, and decided that I was just gonna throw a couple golden nuggets and see if I can make a way out. And then after killing practically a whole bunch of piggies, I just kept on knocking with this little trap I had. Practically. Got a quick couple levels out of that, which I was pretty proud of. But it was at this time that I realized I was overstaying my welcome. Checked one final time and realized, yeah, Snake King, it's time to go home. It was time to go home. After exiting this little portal here, I checked my Y level to see where I'm at. And I was at this point where I realized, okay, at least I'm in a perfect spot, I'm in the cave. So, as I'm exploring this little cave or whatever, I kept on looking and I was like, huh. I wonder what is like going on at surface. So I mean, like, dug up the surface, and at this point, I would fast forward it, but I do want to talk to y'all about something. These videos and all this editing that I'm having to do takes hours, and I mean hours to produce and make to you guys' hopeful entertainment. So I feel it would be a little kind of for everybody, like shared time of love and like liked, maybe subscribed, commented. You guys comment or like share with a friend, that way these videos can like get watched. It is a new year. It is 2026. And it is a bit sad, but I would like to say my subscriber count is at 8 subscribers and I have 18 videos. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit to ask, but not too much. It is the start of a new year, and I would see if I can get 100 subscribers by the end of this year. I'm gonna give my all to like make sure I keep on posting quality videos in quantities. So if you guys like them, share with a friend and get them to subscribe and like. Tell your grandma that there's something wrong with her phone and use her phone to like and subscribe on my account. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and let's get back. So here I'm in this little, by the looks of it, it's a mine shaft, obviously. And as I'm sitting here exploring, I'm exploring it, and eventually I came across all of these cobwebs. And I remembered all these cobwebs have a very unique purpose. In my PvP kit that I have a ton, and I mean a ton, of stuff I have to collect. I have a total of 2 stacks of cobwebs, and the fact that I'm in a mine shaft means I can collect all of them in just one go. Of course, immediately after realizing that I can just sit here and just save a whole bunch of time by collecting all these cobwebs, I immediately started searching. Mining up every single cobweb with my shears. I needed 2 stacks of this stuff. 2 stacks in total. So, like every good person, I started mining. I mined a lot. I'm actually gonna speed this video up for how much mining I did. So here, like I said, we do so much mining that I have this current video on 3x speed. And I'm just sitting here sorting through bundles. I legit like, I am like, for you guys, like how you guys are seeing this, it looks like I'm probably running at like the speed of a baby zombie in Minecraft. But really, I'm just like grinding all these cobwebs. I need 128 cobwebs. And I'm just not finding any of these. My luck, it's safe to say, it's terrible. This goes on for like a while. I am just like sitting here, like so lost in the mines. Unlike your friend that says he's going on a 20-minute mine trip and just never comes back. Or you picture me as that one pillager during a raid that just like falls into a cave and was just never seen again, and you guys will never get hero of the village. But yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, but yes, this is legitimately me just like running around at the speed of a baby zombie. Eventually just gets so unbearable that I just couldn't find anything, that I eventually just started digging up. I just dig up and exit the cave. So after finally being on top of the little water here, I swim all the way ashore. And then see a couple sea turtles perched over here, and I had the terrible idea to, well, take them out of existence. was the idea. But then I asked myself, do I really need that much XP? And the answer to that is no. But do I need a friend? Yes. I had him on the first time. He had to be my best friend. I searched for a little bit of dye in my inventory, but I couldn't find any. And I was definitely not dyeing his color right. I know I could have turned the bone into bone meal, then the bone into white dye, but yeah, I'm not doing that. However, I do plan on making a book. And so basically, what happens from here on out is me and my best friend, the dog, we go all the way down trying to find a little cave. And but first, of course, we make some enchanted books, which I'm going to go ahead and speed up to the point where we find the cave, because that's where the important stuff actually happens. That is like obviously essential for next video. I'm actually gonna speed up. Sorry guys if you guys are watching this, but I gotta speed it up. This is taking a little long. This is already set to be an hour and 37 minutes for my screen if I don't speed it up. So you guys will thank me later. I'm not going to have it like another yesterday's video. So here I decided to mine a soul tree real quick. And of course, like a regular human being, I crafted it into a table and I turn the video onto 3x speed. So here I go on my little boat and we sail around getting all the sugarcane in the world. It'll require 27 sugarcane, which I have enough, of course. And I immediately start crafting as many books as I can. I need my grindstone as well, along with my lapis. And immediately get to work, of course. Sharpness, lunge. I completely forgot the spear was in this game mode. Also, come up with the great idea that now might start to become the time that we all have to like get to work and actually lock in. I want to see if I can find looting from my diamond sword, but at every single turn I just could never. And then remember that my sword needs to be sharp 5, which seems a bit steep regarding the fact that I will need. Let me do the math real quick. I'll need like I'll need 16 books. Wait, that may be wrong. I'll need around 16 to 8, like 8 to 16 sharp 1 books. Yeah, 16 sharp 1 books in order to get to sharp 5, which is pretty expensive, to say the least. I'm pretty sure my math is wrong. Don't flame me in the comments. I'm legit, like, doing all that math in my head. So do not flame me, please. I'm not getting paid to do this and get flamed. Anyway, so of course, being the amazing person I am, I immediately start getting out the old enchant table again, now that I have some levels, and immediately start crafting more sharp books. And then like travel around waiting for my food to smelt, and it finally does. Then consider putting sharpness on my axe, but since it's not diamond, I didn't want to do that. Speaking of diamond, I remembered, hey, I want to go down to a cave. I want to see if I can make my axe a diamond axe. And also I could use some ores to enchant my gear. So, set it out. So, extremely long journey, looks for a cave. And also remember that mobs as XP was just as good. So instead of being a challenging person using ores, I went around massacring mobs, risking my hardcore streak. Decided to find an enderman, one. Didn't get any pearls. I got a pearl there. Got a pearl. Never mind, I should be probably killing these guys with the losing sword. Then fought skeleton. And eventually kept on getting kicked off by a sewer phantom that I just resorted to killing. Then killed this little creeper here. And decided that now is the time to start crafting books again. So here I remembered that my looting sword does not have any enchants at all. And I just couldn't risk it. Healed my dog up with some raw flesh. Because I'm sorry people, but I feel like I had a bad feeling that this dog was going to die somehow. And I really don't want him to, but giving him a type of meat isn't going to help. In fact, the fact when a dog holds his tail up in Minecraft simulates how much health he's at. If his tail's all the way low, that means that he's really at low health. If his tail is high, then he's at full health, which means that he'll be ready to breed, or she'll be ready to breed, whatever gender you want your dog in Minecraft to be. Anyway, so I watched the skies as phantom ashes burn from the sky, and I cracked the bow just in time to realize that's completely useless. I then get my dog his first taste of sheep, because as I was a child, I remember always having a sheep versus wolf fight, where of course the wolf would always win. I then go around, basically, of course, finding XPs in other ways, if I may, tasty ways. Wanted to make sure that I had enough food to last me a little cave journey. Speaking of cave journey, this entire time I was searching for a cave, but just could not find a single one. My hopes were starting to get lower and lower, and it was at this point that I realized it doesn't matter how many caves I find if I don't have any good food to go into them. So I get a tiny bit more leaf litter, because it was at that time where I was running low. I was honestly kind of shocked at the fact that I was running low on something that had such a plentiful source about. So I decided that now might be the time that I just get some wood. I'm sorry to all those people that are gonna hate on me for leaving a tree hanging, but I don't care. I seriously don't care. I'm sorry guys, but I don't care. The trees don't float. I'm only doing this world for a challenge. I don't think I have any plans on staying in this world. After the challenge is complete though, I am going to ask you guys if I should stay in this world and use this world as my hardcore world. If you guys want me to, I will. So after spending a whole bunch of time smelting food and stuff, I continue to remember that I have somewhere to be. I have a cave to find. So I dig all the way down. Safely, of course. And you know what I find? All the way at the bottom here. I didn't want to fall into any deep caves, but all the way at the bottom here. I had deep state level. And you know what I find? I find no caves at all. But I find diamonds, which take the diamonds, you know? We always take the diamonds. I actually then hear running water nearby, which is usually a little pointer that there might be a cave nearby, but I just couldn't find it. Then also crossed my mind that there was a stream nearby, but I don't think I'll be able to hear running water when I was this deep. So I hide down just a little bit more, trying to see if there's a cave. I checked my YLO with -24, and I realized -27 now, of course. But I just could not seem to find where the water source was coming from. I was curious, but by the looks of it, the water was nowhere to be found. Water would usually signify that there's a cave nearby, but I didn't see no cave. That's for a fact. But I did find more diamonds. I usually mine more diamonds up. Because, of course, why not? Diamonds are diamonds. We mine those. I then found some useless redstone. Stupid redstone. I don't even use it for XP that time. This time I don't use it at all for XP. And I dig all the way down to bedrock. At Y level 60 and still found absolutely no, and I mean none, caves. No caves at all. No cavies. So, feeling annoyed, disappointed, I just bridged all the way back up. It's practically a long way away. My dog was being somewhat fat, but I didn't want to get flamed in the comments, so I just did not want to hit him. Also, like, took the opportunity to free up a whole bunch of blocks from my inventory and just started spamming blocks everywhere. I then hear the water again, but not wanting to deal with it, I just completely ignored it. So the entrance gotta be close since we were exiting deep slit layer. I saw the stone way up there, and I realized it's time to go. I look at just one last time, trying to see if there's any water. Felt like I was getting close. I could just feel the water nearby. Just couldn't see it. Back in my old hardcore world, I had a mod installed called Journey Map, which allowed me to be able to like see all the caves and stuff. It was honestly really a cheat thing, and for this challenge, I decided I didn't want to use it. I didn't want to cheat, and because of that, I was able to find this cave all by my little self. Not realizing I didn't have a water bucket, I realized I had to do some of the most annoying Minecraft things was rappel down. I admired this little cave for a second, realizing I had all this gold in the world. I just completely ignored this little creeper and became very indecisive on where I wanted to go. Saw a gigantic lava pool down there, along with diamonds. Then up here, I saw another mine shaft. Mine shaft sounded amazing around that moment. I realized there was a little creeper here. So I killed the creeper and accidentally flamed my dog. And at this moment, my dog died. My dog was practically with me since day one, and I just felt bad he died. I felt it might have been my fault. The fact that I might have slowed him down by hitting him with the lava bucket and accidentally flaming him. I really meant to hit the creeper. The creeper also then, of course, killed my dog. But I still felt it was part of mine. It was my fault. But it was all in the past. My dog was dead and I just did not feel like getting another one. My dog being dead, I just rappelled down trying to get these little diamonds here at the bottom. Saw a little baby zombie and I wanted to burn something that needed to be burnt. So of course, I jumped down. Become a villager and everything else. Somehow becoming a villager was able to hit me. And I realized why my dog died. Apparently there's a new Minecraft feature or whatever, where if a creeper gets exposed to lava, it blows up immediately. I then got really low, because he's still with zombies, but I used the creeper to kill one of them. Then went down, killed the adult, and then finally killed this little annoying baby zombie. I searched around and around and around, seeing if I could find anything. All I could find was old glow squid. I could have swore I saw a little diamond on that little pillar there. I had to go down to investigate if there was a little thing down there. Was there a glow squid or a diamond? And it was thankfully a diamond. There's two veins side by side. Kill this little skeleton here. Now I mined the first vein. Also one vein. Mine the second. Also a one vein. River exploded. I checked the explosion, but of course there was nothing. The unbelievable amount of luck you'll have to get in order to be able to find something, find a diamond vein via creeper explosion was extremely rare, but not impossible. I then saw a fully kitted out copper zombie that looked like a gigantic turd. I then killed it and went over to this little diamond vein. Diamond vein was just above the ground, just like 4 blocks, but I mined it with these, and down though, and blowed right back up as I saw the stupid annoying zombie trying to ruin my day. And up to this moment, why I no longer hated creepers. The creeper spirit that killed my dog must have left for this word, because the creeper that just died revealed the craziest vein and the craziest luck I thought I ever would have had. Not only did this creeper reveal these diamonds to me, but also revealed another part of Minecraft creepers in the new light. Then saw more glow squid sulking on the ground, and knowing that I had no way to help them, I then almost died by throwing myself directly into lava, but I turned just at the right time and stopped myself. Then saw another diamond vein, over there in the distance. And decided to mine that too. I didn't do a whole bunch of mining stuff, but I'll skip to the good part. I'm gonna turn on a little speedy. Hope you guys don't mind. You guys probably appreciate these because it's saving you a ton of time to watch and listen to. So, of course, I don't want this video to be like forever long. So, I'm gonna help you guys by summing this up. I'm gonna just like tell you guys that what's coming up is like crazy. Not only as crazy as the diamond vein I just found, and the fact that I was all in this one chunk that I just checked. But the fact is that I will be able to complete 2 items by the end of this little thing here. I'll be able to have a get really close to completing something that I really do need. So here I'm just mining some cool diamonds and trying to get low XP. Pretty sure I just made some music with that lava there. So, even though that we're this far, and I'm pretty sure I said it, I'll say it 1,000 times again. Thank you all for watching these kinds of videos. I know they are long and very like thrilling, and it takes a lot of time out of your day to watch these. But I did not want them to be as long as last time's video, which was way over an hour, like an hour and 30 minutes or whatever. So, thank you all for watching. Anyway, so let's just keep on collecting cobwebs here. And, of course, killing skeletons. And, yep. Here we go. More cobwebs. More cobwebs. Perfect. Nice. Good old-fashioned diamond here. And, oh, cobwebs. Bro, wait a sec. I love all these colors I'm getting. Wait a second. That's wait, that tough bricks? Guys, I'm pretty sure there's only one structure that has tough bricks. Wait, could it actually be a trial chambers? Wait, is that actually a trial chambers? Guys, should I go in it? Should I go